Hello, good evening. I'm Nukasa Kafika. Today I would like to tell you about how interpreters works. The first, interpreter is not only people in some brief booth below the government, but it is often in private closed doors meetings. The second, in the private closed doors meetings, things are began before anyone even arrived, such as the agendas are carefully negotiated and outlined. The third, the position of the interpreter is they don't want to be the center of attention or appear in press photos. They prefer in slide line, so that can easily to be cropped. Fourth, there are things that need to be decided before the meetings, such as will recordings be permitted, is a record being kept, who's going to attend. Fifth, there are two types of interpretation that are simultaneous and consecutive interpreting. Consecutive is the most common style in diplomatic situation. Six, in the consecutive interpreter, the interpreter waits until the speaker pauses time. But when the speaker goes on and on without pause, the interpreter rarely translates words. But when the speaker goes on and on for a long time, interpreters rely on note-taking. 7. In the note-taking, the interpreter represents the speaker's idea with the symbols of their own styles. Interpreters usually use the cheat sheets of the symbols that will the most useful. 8. Simultaneous interpreter usually use with earpiece and microphones, and the interpreter working on soundproof booths. In simultaneous interpreter of coach stage, they whisper to be a single person in close proximity to third parties. But whispering for a long time is bad for the vocal cords and hard to be heard due to the noisy of the room. 11. Even if the speaker is speaking at 100 until 110 words per minute, which research said is the optimal speed for interpreting, the interpreter still has to figure out the optimal ideas. 12. To close the original speaker words, they may screw up things like grammar, syntax, and style, and it can cause fatigue and burnout for the speaker. 13. In the interpreting, when the conversation gets emotional or the speaker becomes rude, interpreter are not meant to be mediators. If these things are happens, then we are supposed to interpret those things faithfully, so in this situation interpreter would not see. The last is the job is taught to juggle the many things that we have to do to be able to interpret well and accurately, but this job is important because it is what make communication possible between countries and between people. Okay, that's all. I think enough. Good evening. Thank you. See you. Bye.